It's today, 17th of August. We are in Oostkamp near Bruges in Belgium. It's Parkpop today, and I have the pleasure and the big honor to meet with Lena SCISSORHANDS of Infected Terrain. Thank you so much, Lena, for doing this interview, specific now on the subject of veganism. First question would be, what is your background? Did you grow up as meat eater or vegetarian? Were you meat eater, vegetarian, vegan, or did you switch the vegetarian part? Or
It's quite more simple than that. I actually I grew up as a let's say classic like person eating everything. I grew up in a very poor country, in a very poor family. Not much to choose from when it comes to food, to be honest. We rarely had meat or cheese. We had eggs more often, but it was not as often that we actually had the classic animal products. So, yes, I grew up omnivore, but growing up, I mainly ate vegetables, grains, beans, anything that was a little bit more accessible. We would buy a lot of vegetables and put them in the jars for winter. There's some people that still do it, like, you know, juices, pickles, like jams and everything like that. So, yeah, this is how I grew up, and Moldova actually has a very good fertile soil, and till this day I think that the best tasting vegetables and fruit come from Moldova, to be honest. Yeah, it's so much more sweet, tomatoes, everything. It's like different. I miss it very much now that I live in America. I do try my best to go to farmers market when I'm home, though, so I get something more organic. But yeah, I grew up like that, and then eventually when I was self-sustained and I started working quite early, my theory about food was just to eat whatever you want, whatever you can afford and whatever you want. Now, almost 10 years ago, I did some studies on health, and I was actually inspired by my guitar player Vidic as well, because at the time he was doing the same discoveries for himself, and he was trying to clean his body and mind and try something new for himself. And I did a body cleaning and tried raw vegan for a while. Luna, come here.
The dog is here as well.
Hi.
Oh,
In the kitchen.
he travels along with you.
Yeah, she travels with me
so
all the time.
sweet. Of course. There she goes. Nice.
And yeah, since then I just found out how amazing and how powerful the plant-based meals can be, and how much more energy you can have when you don't have that food coma from very heavy and very like how to say, greasy foods that are the majority come from animal products. So no judgment for whoever doesn't agree. This is how I felt on my own body, and I still think that way. And honestly, nowadays there are so many substitutes to every single meal out there that, you know, nobody has to die for me to eat. So it's quite a different energy as well when you eat. I feel fantastic. I only wish that I tried this before.
A little bit earlier, or much earlier. Yeah. That's the statement by all vegans, I guess. You are touring a lot, Lena. You're visiting lots of countries, lots of places. How is that on tour? I mean, there may be countries maybe, or places, venues maybe, who are not so really very planned.
She wants to go to the kitchen.
Of course.
Sorry.
No problem. There may be places that are not really vegan friendly.
Some smaller
how is
cities.
it on tour? Yeah.
Some smaller cities, smaller countries, it's a little bit more difficult, but it's not as difficult as it used to be like 10 years ago when around the time I started. It's it's okay. I try to have plan B all the time, something in the bag, like something that can stay for a couple of days, and to make, I don't know, a fast, like some fruit or some.
I will watch.
Yeah,
So
no,
no
it's
problem.
okay. It's okay. I just want to make sure she's good.
She's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult. It's just of course it's easier to just eat whatever they give you.
Of course, yeah.
But I choose to have a little more energy, and I choose to have a little bit more clean type of diet, and it works well for me.
Yeah. People who may be inspired by knowing that some artists are vegan, which advice would you give to them if they say, oh, maybe I want to try that too, to go vegan or to adapt a more plant-based
Yeah.
diet? Which advices would you say to them?
Well, the only advice I can say is, as with everything else in this world, it takes a little bit of effort. So if you are ready to, put this little bit of effort into eating a little bit cleaner and give some more love to your body, then you will be fine. Of course, if we are lazy, we are not gonna be able to eat cleaner food, But I invite everybody to at least try and eat more. Biologically clean foods. If it's difficult for you to switch fully to a vegan diet, you can do that just at least a couple of times a week in the beginning to give your body a break from heavier meals. But yeah, it's really not that difficult, really.
Fantastic, thank you
just
so
need
much.
to want it. It has to be your decision.
Yeah,
If it's the decision of someone else, it's never going to
No,
work
no,
for
you
you.
don't have to copy
Yeah.
because someone else is
Yeah.
doing it, so I will do it too. I think that doesn't work. You really
Yeah.
have to be convinced of yourself.
Yeah.
That's my honest or small opinion.
Yeah. How
Do
about you?
I'm vegan for 8 years now.
Yeah.
How to say, due to health reasons in the first place
Yeah.
that I switched. First meat eater, or I mean omnivore.
Omnivore,
Then
yeah.
first switched to vegetarian. For health reason, there was a person in my surroundings that got colon cancer,
Got it.
and that was a lot of intake of meat or,
Yeah.
animal products. And this rings a bell. This was really a wake-up call, let's say like that. It was really interesting, let's say, to have this wake-up call to say, oh, okay, so
can change
maybe we have to do something. So then we switched to vegetarian
Yeah.
diet. And then in 2016, I saw the documentary Cowspiracy,
There you go.
and this is about the impact of animal agriculture on
The planet.
the environment, the climate change, everything
so
like
many
that.
good movies out
And
there.
this was the reason for me to go fully vegan. I was already 80% vegan, but this was really to put me over the line to go 100%. So, and it's super easy. People ask me also, what do you eat then? I say everything I eat before,
Yeah.
but
Just
but
no
I
animal.
just switch
Yeah.
animal ingredients to plant-based ingredients. It's as simple as that. So, but oh yeah, please, some questions to. There she is. There she is.
Hello. Hello.
Very good. We are almost at the end, Lena, of
Alright.
the interview. Just what I'm curious about. What are your favorite meals? I mean, there's a bunch of really good food.
Yes,
it's
there
it's
is.
it's crazy. But what are your most favorite?
Recently, I've been a big fan of grilling my food,
Oh.
and that's really gives it a really different smoky type
Oh,
of
yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
And I experiment even with fruit, grilling fruit.
Okay.
That's really
Oh.
gives it a little interesting like spin to it.
Yeah.
But really, I like eating a lot of raw food,
Yeah,
so
uh-huh.
fruits and vegetables in raw form, as well as cooked food. There are certain things that I really like. I get a lot of satisfaction when I can actually prepare it myself.
Sure.
When there's time and
Yeah, yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
But yeah.
That's also something, if I speak for myself, the pleasure of cooking
Yeah.
has increased so much. You can experiment in all kinds of ways. So, any last thing that you want to mention?
Yeah, over here
Alright,
I would
okay.
be like, right, Luna? Right, what do
Lena
we
wants
say?
to say something.
We say be kind.
Okay, that's very kind of you. Nice message. Thank you so much, Lena,
course,
for
thank
this
you for having me.
special interview.
What did you do?
All the best. Good luck. Thank you.